Hey, what's up, y'all? Alonzo here. Just want to talk about some Jasmy coin. And man, it looks like Jasmy is taking a little cool off period before that next leg up. And, this is a good time, in my opinion, to go ahead and load up a little bit more. I have been out and about just having crypto discussions with everybody. It seems like a really hot topic, like it always is around this time of year, especially when we're pumping and moving forward like this. But honestly, a lot of people don't really know about Jasmy, especially the new people that have come in these past, I don't know, a couple months or whatever. It just seems like they are unaware of it. For me, I've been holding it, roughly about 2 years. So to me, I'm very familiar with it, and it's the Japanese Bitcoin and all of this stuff. But it was interesting, to see that there's this much hype online, but yet the average person still hasn't heard of it. So it was good for me to introduce new people to it. And there are several that are planning on buying in this weekend. I think it'd be a good time, since we're cooling off, instead of waiting for it to launch upward, to buy more. I mean, at the end of the day, if this continues to move forward the way we all anticipate that it will, it doesn't matter whether you buy, at 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents. I mean, if it launches up like everybody says to $1, or to 20 cents, really doesn't matter. It's not that big of a difference between now and then, but it'd be better to get it earlier. I do remember, I think back in 2017, maybe 18, it might have been 17, when Tron started pumping. And I remember it was like at 3 cents or somewhere around there, and it just kept pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and it got all the way up to the 23, 22 range. And it's just an amazing thing to watch that progressive growth over, a short period of time. And I think we're all excited and anticipating to see that with Jasmy. So I've been keeping my eye on it and trying to see what's going on with everything here. There is something that I didn't mention the last time. They are expanding DPIN to Japan. So they do have that post on the Hara page on X. I'm sure if you've been watching, you're familiar with that. Now, the big thing that I want to bring up is that I went to Etherscan, and you do see that we broke 80,000 holders, man. So we're at 80,139 holders. Let me refresh it and see if it changes. Oh, 80,145 holders, guys. So it's an excellent thing to see it in real time. I literally just came on this page before I did this video. I refreshed it, and we added several more holders in real time. If you're watching this for the first time trying to find out what Jasmy is, it's the first cryptocurrency that was approved in Japan. They call it the Japanese Bitcoin. There is a post here that makes a whole lot of sense because it was in Binance's, what is it called? Let me just get to it so I can tell you correctly. I shared this post. It says, hear me out. Binance taking Jasmy out of the monitoring zone. So it was in the monitoring zone at Binance, right? So watch this. Listen to this post. It makes a whole lot of sense by somebody named Auntie Jasmy. It says, hear me out. Binance taking Jasmy out of the monitoring zone actually gives it more credibility than it never having been in there. It means they have seriously reviewed it and given it their stamp of approval, which is more than half the shit coins out there. So that is an excellent thing. It would be a stamp of approval once it gets removed from that monitoring zone. So we're anticipating that happening as well. The thing here is that when these things run, you may be sitting at the sideline, man. You haven't really dove in and bought as much as you want, or you haven't bought enough. You haven't even bought. You're just sitting at the sideline monitoring it. I got that going on in my household right now because My fiance wants to buy it. She's never bought cryptocurrency before. And me, I hold a variety of tokens, been in it for a while. And she's like, I want to jump in. And I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. And then she gets shy about it or whatever. And at the end of the day, you know, whatever I have is hers anyways, right? So I just want to get her in, but she's been on the sideline and really hasn't jumped the gun to get in. You know, you got to sign up, you know, to an exchange, Coinbase or crypto.com. And she hasn't done it yet. But, you know, it's a bad feeling when you're sitting there and you know you could have signed up, you know you could have bought some, and then it launches and now it's 7 cents or 8 cents and you could have bought it at 4. You know, you could have bought it at 5. Could have bought it at 6 and now it's sitting at 12. You know, you could have doubled your money. And it's always a crazy feeling, man, because you're like, I missed out, you know. But, you know, that's how it is, guys. So if you're watching Jasmy and you think that this is a good spot and you kind of see that risk reward ratio here kind of playing out for you, it may be a good time to jump in. I know that I've loaded my bags up. I actually had it when it had 2 zeros. So for me, I'm up now. So I want to see how far it goes. I'm seeing a lot of different projections. Like I said, a lot of people say $1. The other one, I gave you the most conservative one that I found. It was 7.5 cents. So that's the most conservative. But I see people saying, you know, you see people saying $10. You know, I don't know how realistic that is. $1. I mean, I could see it happening, man. I could see it happening. Look at XRP. Look at ETH. I mean, ETH was $80, you know, in 2018 or something like that. And now it's 4,000. I saw Bitcoin at 3,000. So at the end of the day, crypto space is still brand new. And I think that over time, these things are going to go up anyways. So if you're able to just hold, I think you'll be in a good spot, right? But also taking advantage of the bull runs and tokens that do have that potential, coins that do have that potential could put you in the profits really quick, because it's happened to me before. Well, I'll put a little bit of nothing and it turns into a whole lot really fast. And then, you know, sometimes I'll sell out of a position that I've been tired of holding, and I shit you not, a day later, it freaking skyrockets, or the same day it skyrockets. Or I'll sit here and really think, man, I'm going to sell this token and buy into this one. And then I don't, and it does shoot up and I make profits. So, you know, it's always interesting to see how these plays out, man. But if you ain't got no Jasmy, get you some. And like, subscribe, and share so we can get this everywhere. And remember, I am a realtor out here in Florida, and I have a team that services the entire United States. Look in the description, reach out to me on X, and I'll get you in position with the right people to help you realize your real estate goals, guys. Whether it's through crypto or traditional methods, we can make it happen, guys. Y'all have a good one.